It's always fun to feature local authors from Central Louisiana. Today we're joined by Alexandria Parish author Lance Dauzat. Lance, who recently published his first novel, a thriller. It's called The Awakening. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited about the book, and I'm very excited to be on Good Day St.
Well, Mark was thrilled that you were coming on.
Yeah, I mean, when you read about the book and really kind of the nuts and bolts about what it's about, I know our audience is going to love it because I can just picture the people at home that are thinking the things that you're writing. And so let's dive right into it, fill our audience in about what The Awakening is about.
Sure. Okay, first off, it's a fiction novel. So everything in it is just a figment of my imagination, but it's all tied in with actual facts, many, many years of research, and kind of all tied in together at once. You know, this is what I tell people. If you're happy with the way you understand things or whatever, your political or whatever, just reality perception of things is okay, then don't read it. This isn't for you. But if you have that knack, like something is just not right, what's missing?
Right.
Then this would be a very good book to you, and it reveals to the reader in a way very comprehensive to the average reader.
Excellent. I mean, the subtitle here is A Conscious Conspiracy, and when we dive right into that, these are the people that have those begging questions, the what ifs, and it really kind of opens up the conversation for so many opportunities for just things that might not be as they seem. Can you give us a little bit more detail about maybe a couple things without giving away the whole book, I suppose?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a public perception of things, that this happens one way because of this, or, you know, let's just say a two-political party system, but you elect different, you know, Republicans, Democrats, whatever it is, but you kind of get the same results in the end. So why is that? You know, but we're led to believe certain things, not just political, just in general, you know, other things. You're led to believe one thing just through public perception, but what if the perception isn't what you really think it is? And this just kind of dives into and kind of showing other things. You'll see secret societies that actually, it's all public knowledge, you know, it's no big, you know, behind the scenes thing or whatever. It's all public things, but just people may not have the opportunity or the time to research certain things. So, you know, maybe government programs, those kinds of things, just puts a different spin on the public perception of reality.
You mentioned somewhere about Machiavellian strategies.
Mm-hmm.
Talk a little bit about that, because and the power struggles.
Right. So there's when you really dive into it and look behind the scenes, you have a hierarchy of, you know, you have your presidents or, you know, state rulers, whatever. Well, who do they answer to? You know, you hear the establishment, you know, this mythical group of people, but nobody points fingers or who is who, who's what.
Right.
You know, so who is the establishment? You know, and this does a really good job of breaking that down and kind of revealing some nothing, you know, illegal or anything, but
right.
Just kind of shows the public knowledge that's already there, revealing it to the reader.
That sounds interesting.
It really does. Now, the book, is it told as a narrative format, or is there a main character that we can follow? Tell us about him or her. Okay,
so Malcolm Jennings is a archaeologist assistant, and through different twists of faith or whatnot, he meets up with actually a child who, they meet up later, they were childhood friends at the time. Elizabeth, she is a museum curator, so they kind of have to put their knowledge together of ancient history, let's say, or artifacts, let's say, tied in with the history aspect of other things, and they're learning about all these types of things as the reader as well. So it's revealed to the reader at the same time that the characters are learning these things.
Well, you can't tell us too much now. We have to buy the book to read it.
Right.
Well, we're so glad you're with us today. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing with us your book, and congratulations, and we wish you the best.
Thank you. It's a pleasure being here.